Hey yo, Planet Coaster friends, this is Michael with Gaymerhood Builds, and yes, I do really have a face. So we are here with a different kind of video. I've not made any of these game update or news videos, but I just wanted to start with this video is purely speculation. I am just using Frontier's history and release patterns, as well as the known winter update for coming out December 12th. So really what I wanted to talk about was when I think the first Planet Coaster 2 DLC is going to drop, when they're going to announce it, when it'll drop, and what I speculate will be in it. Again, total speculation. I have no connection to Frontier, and I'm just a little tiny gaming channel that's just starting out. So let's get into it. So what we're going to look at is, let's look at the Planet Coaster Wikipedia. And in here, we can see that, now this is Planet Coaster 1. So Planet Coaster 1 was released on November 17th, 2016. And their first update came on December 15th of that year. We have seen Planco 2 come out in early November, with the first winter update coming out on December 12th. So next week. Very excited to get it. Now, in Planet Coaster 1, they did not do any DLCs until the Spooky Pack, which was in September of 2017. So, 9 months after the game first came out? It was the first paid DLC. And then they had a pretty regular cycle. But if we look at the Frontier news on when things were announced versus their release date, we can kind of get a better indication of how much of a window there would be between the announcement versus the release. Now, we know winter update is coming December 12th. So my speculation is, if they drop a DLC, it's going to be on December 12th. The question is, when will they announce it? So if we look here, the Spooky Pack, which was the first DLC dropped, was announced on September 19th, 2017, and it released on September 25th. So that's a really less than a week. Then we look at, let's see, like if we talk about, the problem is they didn't really give full. So if we look at like the anniversary update, was announced on November 3rd or 2nd, and went live November 22nd. So that was 19 days, 20 days. Adventure Pack, this went live on December 18th. Unfortunately, they didn't tag they didn't tag it on when the announcement was. But if we look here, Vintage Pack was announced on July 3rd. And this, if we click on this, July 10th. So 7 days. So there's really 7 days. It's more than 7 days until December 12th, because today is December 3rd. So Frontier really does keep a tight lip on like DLCs. Now, if we look at Planet Zoo, this is where, like, because you could argue, hey, it's the first update, there's not going to be a DLC. That's a fine argument to make. But if we look at Planet Zoo launched on November 5th, 2019. The first Arctic Pack DLC was released on December 17th. So really came with their first update. So if we go in here and we look, this is the news and announcements. This was announced on December 12th in their forums to come out December 17th. So that's only a 5-day window. And, you know, this pattern continues along with the majority of their DLC announcements across a variety of their products. Now, I think we could argue that they certainly don't want to come out and say that they're having a DLC too early, partly because I think a lot of people have given them flack for the launch. Now, I personally don't really have a lot of gripes with the game. I know some people say it's completely unplayable. I don't agree. Like, I think the game's playable. Yes. Do I think they probably had to cut a bunch of features just to make their launch date, and now they're putting those features back? Sure. Do I think they probably planned a bunch of things that we all saw in the end of Planet Coaster 1 as like core base game items we thought would show up in Planet Coaster 2? Sure. But they're probably looking at it as, we need to put stuff out in regular DLC packs, and they withheld stuff. Like, there was stuff that I totally wanted to build in my first park, and I'm struggling with the pieces and the theming and the lack of animatronics, and those will all come. It'll come. Just give it time. So I think today is Tuesday the 3rd. I would speculate that any time between Thursday the 5th up until probably, Monday the 9th? So next Monday, they could potentially have a Twitch stream, and they could, from there, they could make that announcement. I mean, if they were to announce it on Thursday or Friday of this week, then that gives like a week and the weekend for the buzz. I think we're announcing it on Monday is cutting it really close, but it's their prerogative. Again, I think they want to know that they can resolve as many issues in update 1 as possible before they go, oh, we also have a DLC, because then people are going to be like, wait, you built a DLC and you didn't fix all these issues, and they're going to get mad. So I think they're trying to make sure that everything that should have gone out in the 1.0 like release is going to be included in 1.1. They're throwing in some extras. I would imagine fireworks really isn't an extra. It probably was planned for the main game all along. It just didn't make the cut. And they're like, oh, here, it's ready. So I would imagine we'll probably get more things added to 1.1 before 1.1 comes out. And I'm speculating that they're going to release a winter DLC. In the Planet Zoo Arctic Pack, they launched a tundra biome and a desert biome. Now, I don't know if they'll release a desert biome, but do I speculate that this would be a winter pack, festive pack, some sort of holiday pack? Yeah, I do. I think we could get a winter biome. I think we could get snow as weather, and we'll get winter scenery. So we'll get a winter rock set. I would imagine that in addition to the biome and the rock, we could get some holiday scenery pieces. Sorry, I have notes. Holiday scenery pieces. festive lights, Christmas trees, snowmen. I don't know. In the winter update, they gave us like a gingerbread house pack. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I got it. Like, if they wanted to be a little different, they could give us something to build. I don't know, Santa's village or something. I don't know if a giant like gingerbread house really fits the bill, but along with maybe some reindeer or Santa Claus animatronics. We did see a sleigh ride, like slow ride. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that back. Now, that's for the theme park side. I think they're probably gonna always try to, I don't know if they'll always, because there's a lot more coasters and theme park rides that they could continue to add versus the water park. But I think in this initial one, with it being cold, they could include pool water heaters and add a new guest behavior that requires guests to want warmer water when a certain like biome outdoor temperature is cold. So they'll refuse to use the pools unless they're heated. They could also introduce hot tubs. I know that people have attempted to make hot tubs out of scenery pieces. But yeah, I think that's where they could combine both the water park aspects and the theme park aspects in a winter update DLC. So that's really kind of what I expect to happen. Again, totally pure speculation based on Frontier's previous DLC timing. Across both Planet Coaster 1 and Planet Zoo. I did look into the Jurassic World, DLCs. It's a little harder to follow. I guess probably not as big of an audience. But yeah, given what I've seen here, I would totally expect a DLC to be announced this week, probably Thursday, at the latest next Monday, to be included in the December 12th launch of the free winter update. So, what do you think the first DLC will be? Leave a comment, give this video a like, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.